All right, this is chapter 13, practice quiz. How to, video. Number 1, which of the following would have a binomial distribution? Okay, binomial has 4 characteristics that you have to be very clear about. So we look at this one, we see a couple will have children until they have 3 girls. Until they have does not signify a set number of trials before they begin. Because of that, it's not binomial. Max, the magician who practices flipping coins, will call flips of a coin in the air. X is the number of current calls in 10 flips. All right, 10 flips represents N. A coin is independent, so you have probability of 0.5. Each flip is independent of the other, and the probability does not change. So B is correct. It is binomial. Number 2, there are 5 multiple choice questions on an exam, A, B, C, D, or E. Only one is correct. So right away we see that N is 5. It's 1 out of 4, so probability is 1/4 or 0.25. If the student needs to at least a 4 to pass the test, the probability that the student passes it is what? Okay, let's look at this then. We have 2, 3, 4, and 5, 1, and 0. These are all the possibilities. None correct all the way to 100%. To pass, he needs at least 4. That's what we're talking about. So in this particular case, because it's greater than, we're talking about greater than, we're going to talk about 1 minus binom CDF, and there are 5 observations, 5 trials. Probability of getting it right is 0.25, and we're talking about taking away what's left of that bracket, so we're talking about 3 and less. We're going to subtract that. That will give us 0.0156. C is right. Number 3, again, 5 multiple choice questions, A, B, C, or D. So again, we'll write this on there. N is 5. Probability is 0.25. The student's mean number of questions correct would be what? Okay, that's what we're talking about, mu. That's N times P. So 5 times 0.25. That would give us 1.25. Number 4 is part of a promotion for a new type of cracker. Free trial samples are offered to shoppers at a local supermarket. The probability that a shopper will buy a packet of crackers after tasting the free sample is this. Okay, so there's your P. Different shoppers can be regarded as independent trials. Let X be the number among the next 20 shoppers. N is 20. The standard deviation is what? Standard deviation is the square root of N times P times 1 minus P, or Q. So we have 20 times 0.2 times then 0.8. 1 minus 0.2 is 0.8. That would give us 1.7889, which is C. Number 5. For previous polls, it is believed that 66%, that's our P, of likely voters prefer the incumbent. A poll of 500 likely voters, that's N, will be contacted. In the new poll, if the proportion favoring the incumbent has not changed, what is the mean and standard deviation? Mean is N times P So it is 500 times 0.66, which gives you 330. That takes this one out. Standard deviation is equal to square root of n times p times 1 minus p. So 500 times 0.66 times 0.34. That will give you 10.59, which takes out this one, leaving you with A. That's a pretty good picture of the types of questions we'll see. So hopefully this helps.